I'm getting closer to town hall 11 faster than I thought. But then I'm kind of in a tight spot right now. But let's see what I can do. So I realized that on the wall, but it seems the replay is not available. So, because I'm actually clicking on it right now and it's not working, so I can't actually show you the army I used, but it was actually a green walk hybrid. I'll break this down in this video, but then I currently have this army cooked up. So I requested a blame from my clanmates, and this army is solely dependent on clan castle troops. I couldn't get clan castle troops. This is currently an electron army I have cooked up right now. But then let's just go ahead and find a base to attack. It's solely dependent on clan, and I couldn't get a blimp. I requested several number of times, and all I could get was a war wrecker. So I'll just go with that. Now I'm actually going to use the war wrecker in place of the blimp and attack this base. I know it really has no loot here, but then I'm still going to attack it, and off camera I'm going to do more farming. So the first things you should take note of are the sweepers, but since right now I'm using a wall wrecker, I want to come in from a side with little or no defenses. So I'm actually coming in from this end. Now since I'm using a wall wrecker, I think substituting one of these lava hound for a golem would not be a bad idea. But either ways, I hope it can get into the core where I want it to. And when I'm ready, I pop it, double clone spell. Man, I think I just missed him. Oh my goodness. I just missed what I wanted. So it really doesn't. I lost the balloon, which is awful. Oh man. I would have dropped the clone spells before all this, but I'll break this all down in another video when I must have practiced a lot and done it better. But let's see what I can do. See what I can do in the replay. See how I push these guys into the base. Start with another one right here. Want to push them into the inferno tower. This will be a. I have a feeling this is actually going to be a fail, but let's see. It could turn around for me. Could never know. Okay, no. And an E-Dragon actually just came out from the clan castle. This is not. Oh no. This is not a fail. This is. The king's ability just got used, which is a good thing, but he's going to die right now. The only thing I have to do. My queen took out the E-Drag, but wasted the queen as well. But I'm done. And I got the star, but I'm actually, this is not a very good example. I'm actually going to break this down in a new video. So this will be probably the next attack I will feature on my channel. But I'm just going to ahead and end this. Since I lost my both of my heroes, I'll wait for them to train back up. I just love how they both shoot 30-30. I'll train them back up, and we'll be right back with you guys. We'll break down the hybrid army, and if you've made it this far into the episode, leave hybrid down in the comment section. Let me go ahead and request, but this time I think what goes well will be hogs all through. So I'll go ahead and request 7 hogs and see how fast they can get me those. And well, we've got something right here. Alright, so we'll see you guys right in a while. I just have to get my king and my queen back. I've actually not gotten clan castle troops, but let's just get right into it. And for the basic things you need to know about this army, the hybrid army, which is what I'm sure most of you must have been waiting for, is you have to take note of two different things, which is the queen, basically the heroes, but the queen is actually more dangerous against the hogs, and then the bomb towers and the giant bombs. So those are the things you need to take note of in using this army, because they can do really high damage to your troops. So I'm actually looking for this is actually pretty good loot, but I'm actually looking for a town 10 to give a good example of the base. So I'm actually I guess I could find one really soon. It doesn't the loot actually doesn't matter right now. I'll actually do more farming off camera, but right now I just want to give a really good example of the hybrid and possible three possible okay, this is actually good, and possibly triple the base. Let's see. So you would want to create a pattern for the hogs and the miners, and your queen walk is really essential. Though my queen died in my first ever attempt of the hybrid, which I could not show you guys. It was pretty successful. So I'm actually coming from the top because I see the queen there, and I see from that angle I can actually do good pattern. So I'm coming in from the top of the base, dropping my healers right there. I'm trying to get a very good spot for my king. Let's see. I need to break her in. She's about to engage with the other queen, so I need to prepare my rage spell. So these are things you should take notice of. Now I think she's getting closer into the base, so I'm going to go ahead and drop the rage spell. It's only a level 23 queen, so she took care of that pretty easily. I'm actually going to save the poison for the king when the hogs are taking him on, but I'm thinking I send in the king into the oh no, he's going right. This king, he has a mind of his own. He has a mind of his own, so he's going in. But I'm actually thinking where the hogs can come. So why don't I just start from the top of the base? I can see, oh god, that air defense is actually taking a lot of my miners. So I'm starting in from the top of the base. I think this is too late, but either ways, this is how it goes. So I'm actually going to save one of the miners just for cleanup. Now my first heal spell is going to go down right now. Just make sure you cover a lot of the troops. That's just the basic priority. Cover a lot of the troops. Follow them. Follow the hogs and follow the miners. They're actually supposed to move together. While the miners target buildings, the hogs target. I'm actually going to drop another spell. I'm going to keep a read spell for the queen, just so she takes out that end quickly. Prepare another heal spell for the hogs and the miners, since they are currently on a bomb tower. Basically what I think I'm going to do is do the attacks and just play the replays, talk over them and explain why I did and took such decisions. So I'm thinking if I had used the baby dragon on this end, the king would have gone inside the base as I wanted and split it in half. So I'm actually going to pause this now and tell you that I wanted my hybrids to come in from the bottom side of the base and then all the way to the top. So it's just kind of a loop. So I wanted the queen to take on around like half of the section of the base, like from the town hall to where she is currently. But let's go and play this at full speed. Basically the things that made me to miss this was the fact that I changed decisions along the way, and I didn't want to come in from this end again, then decided to come in from the top. So my troops basically split up, but I feel my placement of the spells was really good. And because another thing that made me to may have missed on the loot was the fact that I still have level 1 miners and my hogs are not max for town 10. So maybe one of the reasons, but the fact that I was able to close on an almost 2 star, it therefore means that this army is basically overpowering and can defeat any base. Like it works on basically all town halls, but it's mostly common from town 10 and to 13, because that is when you unlock the hybrid. So by the time I get level 2 miners, because I think those what the next thing I'll do on my that will be the next thing on my research, my lab. By the time I get to level 2 miners, this army will be basically overpowering and will defeat any base. Notice the poor place on the hill, the poor poison spell I placed on the king, and how it didn't really help out. And I was ready at the end of the raid, and I actually lost. Basically, I got a lot of the loot, but it was a loss to me because I wanted to actually pull off the 3 star and give a good example to you guys on how the army works. But I'm actually pretty satisfied today because I've been able to show you guys this army, this very overpowering army that has helped, that it has, well, I've actually tried it and it works. Though with the level 1 miners I was able to pull almost a triple. I actually time failed in the last clan war, but hope you guys learned something from this video. If you did, like, subscribe, and if you did make it far into this episode, make it up to this point, leave hybrid down in the comment section below, the word hybrid. I'll have as many comments as possible, and we'll see you right here tomorrow in the next one.